The 3-year-old Russia-Ukraine war has entered a critical stage as the fighting rages on. Russian President Vladimir Putin has questioned the Ukraine ceasefire deal. This comes even as Russia claims to have recaptured 3 towns in Kursk. Russia claims to have recaptured Shudza, Malovoy and Podol towns in the Kursk region, saying that the Ukrainian military had lost hundreds of people and various weapons in Kursk over the past day. These are the images of Russian troops entering the center of Shudza and raising the Russian national flag. Ukraine says it has repelled 17 Russian attacks in the region. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has said that the Russian army is putting maximum pressure on the Ukrainian army in Kursk. Putin has said Russia supports the idea of a truce but with certain reservations. He made his remarks at a joint press conference with Belarus's President Lukashenko. Putin said a ceasefire with Ukraine is important, but many questions about the proposed deal remain unanswered. Following up on his skepticism, the Russian president indicated that a phone call with his American counterpart Donald Trump is in the pipeline. Putin then went on to question the need for a 30-day ceasefire. He said that it gives time to Ukraine to potentially mobilize and rearm during the month-long truce. The Russian leader raised many more questions, like who will control the ceasefire, given the 2,000-kilometer-long war front with Ukraine.
We agree with the proposals to stop the hostilities, but we proceed from the fact that this ceasefire should be such that it would lead to long-term peace and eliminate the original roots of this crisis.
Now, Zelensky has condemned Putin's stance on a ceasefire as very manipulative. He said Ukraine has not set conditions that complicate anything, but Russia is the only one who will drag things out and be unconstructive. Zelensky also accused Putin of actually preparing a refusal, claiming he is afraid to say directly to Trump that he wants to continue this war.
We have all now heard very predictable and highly manipulative words from Russia's President Vladimir Putin in response to the idea of a ceasefire at the front. He is in fact preparing a rejection at present. Putin is, of course, scared to tell President Trump directly that he wants to continue this war, that he wants to kill Ukrainians.
Now, Putin's comments have come just hours ahead of a potential meeting with U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff, who's in Moscow for talks on Ukraine. Ahead of the talks, Trump said he hopes Russia will do the right thing to agree to a ceasefire. The U.S. president has also said that while Putin has made a very promising statement, it wasn't complete.
No, he put out a very promising statement, but it wasn't complete. And yeah, I'd love to meet with him or talk to him. But we have to get it over with fast. You know, every day people are being killed. It's not like, as we sit here, 2 people will be killed. Think of it.
For more on this, we were earlier joined by John Erath from Washington, D.C. He is a Senior Policy Director for the Center of Arms Control and Non-Proliferation in Washington. Here's what he said.
I think that, as I said, there will be some very difficult issues that will have to be addressed if the talks are to succeed and if there is a serious approach. At this point, I think that it's not so much that Putin is manipulative, but he's trying to manipulate the situation. He wants, as a short-term goal, to turn the United States and Ukraine against one another, to have them opposing each other, as was seen in the White House meeting a week ago. This is a situation that is very comfortable for Russia. And I think that Russia is going to explore ways to make that difference more significant.